Eamonn Holmes' health woes in full as he quits GB News after falling ill. Live on air. Eamonn Holmes sparked concern when he disappeared from a live GB News broadcast Tuesday morning after falling ill. The star has been plagued with numerous health woes since 2016. Eamonn Holmes has sparked concern among fans after he abruptly quit his TV appearance after falling ill while live on air. The 64-year-old presenter, who revealed last week that he is on borrowed time, raised concerns over his welfare when he went missing halfway through an interview with Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State for Mental Health Maria Caulfield on Tuesday morning. Eamonn, who has been plagued with various health woes since 2016, was uncharacteristically quiet during his interview with the Conservative MP, leaving his co-host Isabel Webster to ask all the questions. The veteran presenter then disappeared from the GB News broadcast completely, having fled the studio. A spokesperson for the channel later confirmed Eamonn's sudden disappearance was due to him feeling unwell. Last week, Eamonn opened up about his numerous health problems at the TRIC Awards, which he attended for the first time without his wife of 14 years, Ruth Langsford. In May, the former This Morning stars made the shocking announcement that they had calling time on their marriage and were heading for a divorce. Speaking to the Mirror, Eamonn said, "I'm not okay. This is not a good time at all." The dad of four, who arrived at the awards in a high-tech wheelchair at the ceremony, then confessed feeling as if he is on borrowed time, as his father died at the age of 65 from a fatal heart attack in 1991. The iconic broadcaster's admission comes following a long few years of battling various health problems, including one which he said left him looking like he'd been hit over the face with a baseball bat. Shingles. Eamonn was struck down with the viral infection that causes a painful rash in 2018, saying he looked as if someone had taken a baseball bat to my face. The star believed his severe shingles had been brought on by a stressful tax row, which saw him battle with HMRC over whether he was classed as staff or a freelancer as a presenter at This Morning. "It was bloody scary to see it," he told The Sun. "It looked as if someone had taken a baseball bat to my face and smashed me about a bit." More terrifyingly, Eamonn said the infection could have caused him to go blind. "Blindness could have been a complication in my case," he said. "The doctor said it's really bad for you because it's around your eyes, and could be bad for your ophthalmic nerves. Medically, it was pretty serious." Double hip replacement. Eamonn opened up about his life-changing hip replacement, which he had in 2016, after revealing he refused the surgery for 3 decades. Writing for The Telegraph, he said, "Waiting was the worst decision I ever made. After having both of mine replaced 7 years ago, aged 55, I haven't had a single regret. In fact, it's been life-changing." The major surgery was carried out in a bid to tackle the Northern Irishman's excruciating hip, leg and back pain he had secretly suffered for more than 20 years. Eamonn was speaking about the surgery after Oasis frontman Liam Gallagher said he didn't want to have the operation himself because he was concerned about the stigma. However, rather than judging the beady eye star, the presenter sympathized with Liam, saying, "In the newsroom, when we heard that he needed the operation due to arthritis, most of my colleagues laughed. They were all tickled by the idea of a rocker like him being confronted with being over the hill, but I saw nothing remotely funny about it." Eamonn went on to reveal how he'd suffered pre-surgery, saying people who don't experience severe hip, leg or back pain aren't aware of how chronic it is, or the sleepless nights or not being able to drive, let alone do anything more physically active. Spinal surgery. In 2021, Eamonn told his followers, "Those of you who follow me on social media will know that about a month ago I did something to my back. I don't know how I did it. Getting into the car, getting out of a car, getting out of bed, whatever. I've got an MRI scan, but the trouble is everything closes for Easter. I haven't got it analyzed yet, but what I do know is I can't sleep at night." Eamonn revealed the pain in his back intensified during the night, and urged sufferers of chronic pain to talk to each other and consult medical experts. Eventually, the star discovered the cause of his pain was due to 3 slipped discs, which resulted in him needed spinal surgery in September 2022. However, after the operation, there was sadly more woe to come for Iman. Broken shoulder. The veteran presenter admitted the spinal surgery he had in 2022 has set him back rather than improved his health, as he returned to air on GB News show Breakfast with Iman and Isabel, after taking several months off. Looking thoroughly fed up, he told viewers, "Basically, I can't walk. I can do everything. Everything above here," gesturing to his waist, "works, but it's the legs." Co-host Isabel Webster said, "The op that you had has set you back at the moment." Iman replied, "Yes, it set me back and it made me fall downstairs. My leg gave way and I fell down 18 stairs. So I fell down the spiral staircase, smashed my right shoulder." The father of 4 added, "The first thing you did was lean on my shoulder," to which Isabel laughed, "I won't be doing that again or you'll be off for another 4 months." Needing a mobility scooter, Iman occasionally relies on a mobility scooter. However, his new mode of transport has led to mixed reactions from the public on social media. Speaking to Best Magazine in September, he said, "Some people were mocking me on social media. 'Oh, look at Iman, he's in a mobility scooter.' I replied, saying, 'I would prefer if I wasn't in it, but how else would I have got around? The alternative is I don't go anywhere, and I sit in my armchair, work in the office. So I go out. It's mentally uplifting to get out.'" The star shared a snap of himself sitting on the vehicle, eating an ice cream while on holiday in the US. Sharing the photo in September, Iman wrote, "That was me on holiday last month in USA, getting around using my mobility scooter. 13 years since my spinal fusion." Despite some cruel comments, the majority of Iman's followers wished him well, as one said, "Hope you are keeping well, Iman. Wishing you all the love," while another said, "Wow, Iman, so sorry to see you having to use a mobility scooter. Hope that you can manage your pain soon." Iman Holmes leaves TV show while on air after falling ill. Iman Holmes was forced to leave GB News Breakfast yesterday morning after falling ill during the program. He has unfortunately suffered with ill health in recent years. Viewers were left concerned after Iman Holmes suddenly fell ill yesterday while presenting on TV. The broadcaster disappeared during his GB News Breakfast show on Tuesday morning, after being quiet throughout the beginning of the program. He then left the desk while off-screen, leaving co-host Isabel Webster to present the final 90 minutes without him. His absence wasn't addressed during the show, however, afterward a GB News spokesperson has said that the star was forced to leave early due to ill health. They said, "Iman had to finish a little earlier today as he was feeling unwell. He hopes to be back tomorrow. He seems to be feeling better as he is back on air today on GB News Breakfast." The presenter, 64, has been struggling with ill health in recent years, with him saying he feels like he is on borrowed time as he attended the TRIC Awards last week in a high-tech wheelchair to help with his chronic back pain. He added that he considered pulling out of the award ceremony because he felt so sore, but that he has great support and is working hard to overcome his chronic pain. "I wasn't going to come, but I've got this new chair with all these gadgets," he told the Mirror. "I get very resentful that I'm not the way I used to be, but I get on with it. I work hard at trying to walk. It's very hard to get through a normal day, but I have help from people around me." Iman and wife Ruth confirmed their split last month, as a spokesperson released a statement on their behalf, explaining, "Ruth Langsford and Iman Holmes have confirmed their marriage is over and they are in the process of divorcing." He addressed the news, saying, "I'm not okay. This is not a good time at all. It's too early to say, but I hope we can still be friends." Out due to ill health, but his GB News co-host is replaced. Holmes is back on air after being forced to bow out due to ill health, but his GB News co-host is replaced